right, so today's video, we're watching a Platinum 2 support on console. They're going to be playing some Juno and Zenyatta on King's Row, as you can see. I have to keep bringing this up at the beginning of the support VODs right now. There is currently a bug on Spectating supports where I can't see enemy health bar or friendly teammates' health bars unless like certain situations like an honor grenade or like they're like low HP. So I apologize for that viewing experience, but I'll do my best to give you a really good video regardless. They say, I've been playing Overwatch for almost a year now. Blizzard threw me into my first Diamond game at the beginning of the new season, and it was not what I expected. Our team kind of got rolled in the first round, and that's when my team started flaming me, asking for more heals. Given the new Juno tweaks, I knew the problem wasn't necessarily healing, but the character itself. Ooh, okay. So I switched to Zen to compensate with more consistent heals, and better damage on our team greatly improved. But I still feel like there were times where I wasn't playing as optimally as I could have been. What should I work on to improve? And what bad habits should I remove? Well, I think the first bad habit we have here is going to Zenyatta for the consistent heals. I mean, you're right. If you leave an orb on somebody, it's consistent. But just to kind of get you kind of in a mindset here on Juno, Juno is still really good. You're going to see Juno in pro play. Juno can still be the main support in a team comp. So Juno is still very good. The heal nerfs on Juno weren't that bad. I said heal nerfs. Keep in mind to anybody who go, what do you mean? The drop off, the heal drop off definitely feels bad. That anytime you change the drop off or the range of a heals or like damage, it feels bad. But the healing is still really good. They barely nerfed it. And then someone's gonna be like, no, look, here's the math. I'm gonna show you. Like, I know they nerfed it, and on paper, there's less numbers, but Juno is still a very much played, top-of-the-line S-tier character right now. Okay? Ready to go? Let's do it.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Okay. Step one. I know I'm very much in the mindset of use your speed ring, but I want to teach you something. What are they going to do with this speed ring? Use this speed ring when they need it for, like, aggression when the Orisa gets here, or if they're going to push up. Don't just throw a speed ring in the middle of the point like this. Like, this isn't Stargate, okay? Not a bunch of people are going to come through this right now, okay? You need to use this speed ring for engages or disengages. I want you to use it frequently, but not like at the beginning of the round randomly. Maybe you just hit the button on accident or something. That could also make sense.
Supporting is T equals 0.
Here we go. Don't worry about your Genji yet. Not yet. HP of Orisa's. I'm looking at your teammates' HP. You're fine now. I mean, like, this is fine. I just want to make sure you're paying attention to your teammates, too. But, like, I'm looking at your teammates' HP. Everything's good. So. That's kind of on your Genji right there. They stayed there for too long. Like, you weren't perfect with your heals, but your Genji also was there for way too damn long. Good right click there. Good recognizing that there's a Hanzo top left. So far, so good. Your teammate's HP's fine. Hanzo should just die to that. Nice. Be careful. Look at your teammates now. Look at your teammates. Position is not bad either. Chad, this isn't a bad spot for support if you can control it, so I want to point that out. I'm not upset about your positioning. As long as you're willing to look at... I think... I do want to get you in the habit of one more thing, though. Scan your teammates. You hear me talk about it all the time in Spectating. Just make sure your teammates' HP is okay. I've had this issue a little bit, and I've gotten better at it, and my support's been climbing because of it, where you kind of, like, tunnel a little bit and forget about everybody else. So while you're healing your Ashe there, you know, it's okay to, like, throw a burst heal at Ashe and then quickly make sure your tank's okay, right? Just get in the habit of, like, making sure your teammates are good, because if you just, like, tunnel, like, your Ashe right there, your Ashe is going to be alive, but that's how you end up in a 2v5, and you go, what just happened? Because you're not, you know... You have an Ayari, but you're going to be the main support in this comp. I've kind of talked about it recently. I want you to think of Ayari as like Zenyatta in comps, right? And what I mean by that is people want their Ayari to like finish with like 100,000 heals, but Ayari's more of that Zenyatta like Brig play style where your heals don't come from just sitting there, you know, healing your tank, right? You put a pylon up, you do some damage, all of that. So you're going to be the one that's going to make sure your teammates stay alive here. Ayari can do a decent job of that, but you're the one that's going to be the main focus of keeping your teammates alive. All right? Think of Ayari more as that Zenyatta playstyle. You know, right there, that's kind of like on your Ramatra, to be honest with you. I think they got slept and just died. So, like, If they're flaming you right there, I wouldn't necessarily put that on you. They got slept by Ana, and then rather than disengage backwards, which only thing is I didn't see your speed ring cooldown. You could have speed ringed them out, but like I don't remember what happened, so we're just gonna go with like you probably did. That's more in your Ramattra. They played a little bit too aggressive. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that was just like everything happened at once and your teammates lost that. That wasn't a lacking healing, if it makes you feel any better. Ramattra's HP's fine. Teammates are fine. Your positioning's fine. Stay near the pylon, because they have to deal with the pylon first anyway. So, yeah, you're good. Make sure you start healing up your Ramattra right now. Your Ramattra, don't worry about your Yari. Your Yari has a pylon right there. Keep your Ramattra up for a little bit. They're the main focus. Okay, everything's good there. Your Yari's fine. They have a pylon. Pylon's dead. Use speed ring. That's fine. Don't be afraid to ult. I'd actually rather see you ult right after this tree. This is like a team issue here. This isn't like a lack of heals issue. That's like different page. Ramattra needs to back up there. I think you actually played that properly. You and the Yari played that correctly. Your tank played that incorrectly. You can't just sit there and do that. Unless you had a plan like, hey, I'm gonna use my Juno ultimate and then you didn't do it, which I don't have that context. That's on your tank. That's not on you. That tank needs to recognize that once you lose one, the best play is to back up, and you and the Yari made the correct rotation. Perfectly fine speed ring. I don't like your rotation here. Okay, listen. I want to show you something here. When you're in like snowball mode where like they're like rolling your team, the worst thing you can do is rotate into an isolated 1v1. You need to rotate back. Otherwise, see, your Yari made the correct play. You did not. And when you speed ring, even here, you benefit from the speed ring when you use it. So, just want to point that part out. Good job by your teammates to win that. You're back now. All right. Speed ring your team in. Speed ring your team in. Speed ring. So far, so good. It's on your Ash's position in. Just bad. Don't be afraid to get up there, though. There you go. This is good. I like this spot for now. I like this spot for now. If they don't go for you, this is going to be good for a bit. Okay, back up now. Back up now. Yeah. There you go. So far, your pacing's been pretty good. A couple mistakes here and there, but so far, so good. I don't think it's a lack of heals either. I'm a little bit concerned that you might get isolated again here. Unless you're going to Juno wall. Diago, thanks for the 11 months for the finish match. Thank you, Bishan. Thank you. That was my concern. I felt like you were in an isolated spot. So, with no plan to Juno ring that early, and no plan to play with your team, I didn't understand your position in there. That was just bad positioning. Like, you're not doing anything from there. You're just sitting there, and that's exactly what happened. So, you basically gave him a free kill. So that's on you. Good pick by your soldier. Keep your soldier healed. I would have liked to see a Juno ult, like, ASAP. Thank you. This is fine. Genji can dash by. Versus one. Genji got kind of rolled there. Nothing you can do about that. Speed ring for your Ramattra. Perfect. I can't believe that Arista survived that. Spam your Ramattra now. Just non-stop spam your Ramattra. That's it. They got purple. Can't do anything about that. Ramattra. Your Ramattra. Your Ramatra's still alive. Remember. No. Ramattra was your... By the way, your Ramattra didn't just TP away and disappear. Do you notice that? You just forgot about your Ramattra. Heal your Ramattra. Back up there. Let your Ramattra take over card. You just forgot about him and started DPSing. That's on you. That's 100% on you. I'm not saying you win the team fight, but you certainly made sure you didn't win the team fight. Does that make sense? You certainly made sure you didn't win it by not healing. This damage is fine. On Zarya now. Healing your teammate, everything's fine. Ana's top left because of the...
We need to stop that payload.
I see too many... Okay. Is that Bastion going to fall off the map? This is so close to a fall off the map type of situation. We'll look at that after. I see too many Junos do this where, like, their first reaction is to take a duel. Here's why I don't like the idea of immediately taking a duel when you're low HP. You can't... Like, if I'm Zenyatta there and I go, oh crap, they're on me. You sit there and you take a duel because you can headshot them. Right? And your mobility's bad. But if you're Juno, you're better off using your mobility to get away and then chip damage them because you can't headshot, right? So, like, you know, it's a case-by-case scenario. Like, if there's a Widow up there and the Widow's missing shots, you can kind of do that. But, like, I feel that your number one problem here is that you're trying to duel them when you should just fly away and like, survive and then, like, chip damage them. You just can't win that type of 1v1 when you can't headshot. You're like, yeah, but Ana can't headshot either. But Ana also had, like, a 75% HP difference? Like, the Ana's going to win that, and, you know, it's a little bit easier sometimes. So, anyway, just a lot of what I see, especially when I'm playing, like, top 500 games, what a lot of really good Junos do is they play to disengage and survive and then make it annoying on you, right? Rather than vice versa. All right, let's find out now. The suspense. That actually fell! I was thinking maybe that actually happened. Oh, I didn't. That was the... Okay, I didn't expect that. Let's reverse that one. They actually fell. Get ready, watch. It happened. See ya! Oh, man. I thought maybe, like, okay, the spectator. No, they went right off the map. Oh, that's great. I was not expecting that. That's on your Genji, by the way. Don't worry about it. That's on your Genji. Your soldier has ultimate there. You want to speed ring them. Your reaction was to try to heal a Genji through a wall rather than speed ring your soldier. That's on you. Your soldier dying there is on your soldier. I don't think there's any way you can keep anybody alive here with what they have. I'm going to be real with you. I feel like you're playing a little bit scared right now. You know what you're doing? By the way, you know what you're doing? You're playing into the nerfs, not adjusting to them. That's what I'm getting out of you here. Your Juno isn't worse than last patch. You're just not adjusting to the new changes of Juno. You're playing too scared, and you're playing into the nerfs, not adjusting to the nerfs. Even if they touched point there, they would have died right away. So you need to be more with your team. For anybody that needs to understand nerfs, okay, and you want to understand fall-off damage, believe it or not, I can't showcase it right here, but Overwatch has a very cool system in place. Gavin, who works at Blizzard, will love me for this. If you ping, you can see the meters. So if you need to know, oh, what is 20 meters now, or what is 30 meters, just ping. Then you have a better idea. It will tell you above their head how many meters away they are. So say you ping a wall, now you know how many meters that wall is. So if you need to know, like, oh, if the fall-off range is 30 meters, where do I need to play to get my effective range? Just hit the ping button at the spot you want to go. Boom. It tells you the meters right there. It's a good feature in game. I don't use it all the time, and it's obviously like it's obviously going to be one of those situations where, you know, you're not always going to be able to play an effective range, but having a general idea of what is effective range by just hitting the ping button can help you a lot understand it, and then you can play around it a little bit better. Basically, what I'm saying here, I don't think your healing was necessarily bad. I think you're just playing into the nerfs too much. So, for anybody who just joined us, they said they're switching to Zenyatta for more consistent healing. Which, by the way, I would not call more consistent healing. So, we'll see. Here it goes Zen now. That's on your Bastion, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even think it's on the Bastion. If you didn't notice, I think the Winston was AFK, crap talking the team. I love the irony of when a player... Actually, let me just double check. I love the irony of when a player accuses their teammates of throwing, and the only person actually throwing is the player that is accusing people of throwing. I don't know if it's actually them, but if it is them, like... There could be somebody else on the team. It was just funny. They might have been, they might have had to go grab a water and it took them an extra 10 seconds. But if it is them, it would just be, it's just funny. Good job. So far, so good. I mean, technically, the Zenyatta playstyle fits your playstyle a little bit better, if it makes you feel any better. And that's totally okay if you do that, Danny. That's fine. I think if it doesn't work for you, heck it, I wouldn't want to deal with that either. I got you.
Is within your grasp. Interesting.
So far, so good on Zen. So far, so good. I mean, team's kind of playing well. You're just chilling. Fits your playstyle a bit more, so... Yeah, not bad.
You have my
Be
thanks.
one with the darkness.
Not bad at all.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Nope. Nice. I mean, this is... Everything's fine right now. You have good positioning. You're playing further back. Keeping an orb up on somebody. I mean, so far, so good. I don't really have any issues so far with your playstyle. Nice. Just wait. Just wait. Nothing's really happening right now, so you're doing fine. Discord, Rissa. Try to stay in line of sight of your Discord sometimes, though, because if you LOS, it's a 6-second, like, cooldown. Don't be afraid to ult this, by the way. At any point, it's... Okay, yeah, it's fine. Good job. Nice. The chat's probably going, why say it's okay to ult there? Dude, Zenyatta ultimate is... I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit biased here if it's a hot take. Zenyatta ultimate's one of the worst ultimates in the game. That ultimate doesn't save anybody. Most heroes can one-shot people through it. If 2 people shoot at somebody, they fall over. Like, I don't know if it's just a me thing. That ultimate sucks. Like, like Lamp and Suzu are just so much better, like, than any ultimate I've ever, like, they're just so much better. Like, what's the point of even, like, just use it for survivability and relocation. It's like, it just, save your teammates. Like, it's like nothing, like, it just sucks. But anyway. He said Soldier's the worst ultimate in the game? It depends on the rank. I think Soldier ultimate, as you climb, gets worse and worse. But I think, like, a Bronze Soldier ultimate's probably gets a lot of value, right? It just, as you climb, that ultimate gets really bad. So far, so good. Your team's just dominating now. Oh, it pumps your heals up so it doesn't look like you're DPSing? Oh, true. You can't do that if your teammates are all dead.
I don't understand.
I like Valve. That's funny. But like I said, it's difference of opinion, I think is fine for that. That's totally okay. I only like Valve because, like, when you have a Mercy who's really good at, like, the balance of, like, heal and damage boost, you basically get, like, free damage boost for your whole team. So, like, if your teammates work with it well, it's good. So. Yeah, your team just rolled. I don't even know what to say. I can't even give you any, like, feedback on that. You played well, your positioning was good. You had good usage, so, yeah, I got nothing on that one. And the payload didn't stop. That was a snowball. So let's see how your defense is now.
Defend objective A.
We are all pilgrims on this mission.
Uh-oh. Got lucky there, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Okay.
They're on the objective. Push them out.
Nice shot by your Torb. Yeah, keep your Torb up for a second. Reaper in front of you. I mean, listen, when Gary the Snail is just TPing around the map, what can you do? You know? Can your Orisa clutch it? I wouldn't doubt it if Orisa clutches it. It's Orisa. Let's be honest here. Nope. All right. Yeah, this has been like a completely different game since you went Zenyatta. Like, I don't even have any feedback outside of like, change your position and when a Reaper teleports across the map. Yeah, that's it. Like, that's all I got for you. Like, you know what I mean? You're so bad at this game, you try to avoid yourself on the avoid list. I just called X out of the game. Come on, Beaver.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I have a feeling your team just rolls through this. I mean, two things I got out of this game, and I'll explain it right at the end of the video, because, like, You're not letting that Kiriko leave. Yeah, you stay right there, Kiriko. You're not leaving there. Meanwhile, they leave. They can just TP, so I don't know why it took them so long. Sombra's one. Oh, they have a Sombra? You're fine. Oh, I like that spin move right there. I feel like it's a bit too much right clicks. I'm okay with the right clicks. Different play styles. I say that because, like, I'll see Zenyatas in top 500 who just right click only, and I see Zenyatas who are the left click Larrys who just spam the whole time, and it's all preference. If you're accurate with your right click, then why not? If you're better off with, like, single left click spam, why not? You know? I don't try to change your playstyle. Rank is his plat.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Good job. All right. I mean, that was kind of what we expected. Use the respawn thing. Like, it was kind of funny because, like, towards the tail end of the game, I couldn't give as much feedback. So here's what I will give it to you. One, I think this is a playstyle issue for you. So you mentioned that, like, oh, Juno, first of all, if you saying that Zenyatta has more consistent heals than Juno, I would say is probably not the play. Your problem is your playstyle. So you play really far back in general. I've seen it with Zenyatta. I've seen it with Juno now. So this might be a playstyle issue. So I think it's more like if you play Juno, you need to understand that your effective range is closer. So it's either you play heroes like Ana, Zen, Kiriko, heroes that can play a little bit more distance now. Kiriko is kind of back and forth. You can decide. But you just need to adjust your playstyle. That's it. That is your only problem. You played too scared on Juno. You didn't adapt to the... You played into the nerfs, don't adapt to them. And that's pretty much what I saw from you. So if you go and play closer on Juno and play together with your team, you're going to see way more value and effectiveness from your heals. If you don't, and you just play back and you play scared and you play on the sides 50 meters away, of course Juno's going to feel a lot worse. So straight up, you adjust your playstyle on Juno, you're going to see better results. If you don't, heroes that play more range and play more position like this might suit you better for that type of situation, right? So my suggestion, go learn the range on Juno. Try playing Juno that way. If it works out, then you're going to be fine. And I think that's really it. Everything else was pretty good by you. Position, I would say actually one of your strengths, outside of a couple bad rotations, actually was your position. I think your biggest weakness in position was your rotations. You had a couple kind of mistakes where like your rotations just weren't that good. And that's fixable. And I kind of pinpointed where those were. So you fix that, you adjust your playstyle a little bit, and I think you'll be good to go, and I think you'll climb. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all three YouTubes you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps. You want to submit your own Spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That is where you would do that. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat below the webcam. Also stream on YouTube. So stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.